Good afternoon, everyone. Today, my team and I will be showcasing our React campaign concepts that we have ideated over the past weeks. The team consists of Mira, Jules, Dougal, Steph, Max, and Zoe. Collaborating with React, our challenge is to raise awareness of seatbelt safety amongst 17 to 25-year-olds through a campaign that is both positive and impactful. In more detail, our aim is to create a campaign that has positive messaging, appeals to 17 to 25-year-olds, predominantly targeting males, raises awareness of the importance of wearing seatbelts correctly, encourages a cultural shift, and also sustains long-term changes in both attitude and behaviour in our target group. Our ideal campaign messaging should be concise, appeal to Gen Z, be engaging, authentic, relatable, and reflect the current lifestyle of our target audience. This will in turn reduce fatalities amongst 17 to 25-year-olds caused by improper or unsafe seatbelt use. We conducted a survey with 23 people consisting of males and females and found that most believe young people occasionally wear their seatbelt incorrectly as a driver or passenger at 30.4%. We also found that most believe young people fail to wear their seatbelt very occasionally to rarely, coming in at 22% and 34.7%. Some key insights from the survey include that approximately 3 in 5 respondents believe that 17 to 25-year-olds wear their seatbelt incorrectly. This highlights that a majority of respondents perceive seatbelt misuse as a common issue among young adults. Looking at survey 2, approximately 1 in 6 respondents believe that their peers neglect to wear a seatbelt altogether. This highlights that a persistent minority do not wear seatbelts at all. As a group within this age range, we collectively agree that many young adults tend to wear seatbelts when reminded, highlighting the significant impact social reinforcement has on changing behaviours. Our campaign concepts will seek to emphasise peer accountability, making seatbelt use a social norm. It is important to note that 56.5% of 23 participants think that it is extremely risky not to wear a seatbelt while driving. This is also the case for passengers not wearing seatbelts. In terms of our secondary data, we found that 22% of 17 to 25-year-old deaths were caused by incorrectly or not wearing a seatbelt. Hospitalisation rates for 17 to 25-year-olds is 80% higher than the entire population, and 25% of those fatally injured in accidents were not wearing a seatbelt in 2021.
Positive attitudes looking for following the campaign are acknowledgements of potential consequences of not using a seatbelt, the knowledge to use a seatbelt before driving and as a passenger, willingness not to follow others' wrong behaviour of seatbelt usage and correct them. From our research, these are our personas and their attitudes towards wearing seatbelts. Most attitudes towards not wearing a seatbelt comes from their experience of driving, at witnessing driving with no crashes, or their attitude of being a good driver, so it's not a big deal. There is also a learning attitude from other drivers not wearing seatbelts. For our key insights, for Concept 1, 75 to 85% of respondents highlights the family and friends influence plays a crucial role in seatbelt habits. For Concept 2, 62.5% of respondents indicate relaxed attitudes towards seatbelt use in certain situations.
Coming to our first concept, which is the protection. Our target audience navigates the balance between independence and responsibility. We connect seatbelt use to love and protection. The imagery shows the feeling of protection with a hug, with the dark scene contrasting against the bright white arms and bodies of the individuals wrapping around the young driver. The message embrace safety displayed in a handwritten texture font, giving it a personal feel, while the yellow background acts as a positive approach. The second version will be a dark background with white gradient focusing on the subject. The tagline, "Seatbelts hold you tight," reinforces the idea of safety and care. The emotional appeal in the imagery drives the desire to take action. Individuals are more likely to sustain the behavior of wearing their seatbelt even after seeing the campaign. For the next slide, we have our second concept called the fit check. The fit check concept taps into the idea of wearing a seatbelt with a fashion statement. Young people often wish to align themselves with the latest trends. The phrase fit check is commonly used among the target audience when showing off the clothes they are wearing. This way we can connect directly with them. The title Fit Check, Seatbelt Safety is Always Fashionable educates audience of the concept's message, while the tagline Safety Suits You acts as a call to action, employing the audience to try on safety. They are seated with their seatbelts securely fastened in a stylish outfit, emphasized by bold and bright colors. This campaign is designed to be discussed with memorable imagery and taglines, ensuring people are reminded to wear their seatbelt. Our audience is already familiar with the habit of doing a fit check and following fashion trends, so the campaign aims to make wearing a seatbelt a natural part of that routine. Thank you for your time and attention. We appreciate the opportunity to present our ideas in this presentation.